Hey guys, this is David from RockstarReviews.com. Today I want to review the Herbalizer, which is one of the newest vaporizers on the market. It's definitely one of the highest technology vaporizers. I use it for herbs and essential oils that, for all different purposes really. Some herbs for relaxing, some herbs for like brain chemistry and kind of awakening the brain, some herbs for the nervous system, all sorts of different herbs and essential oils. Cool thing about it, I love the design. As you can see, it's very smooth. It kind of reminds me of like an Apple product. And as you can see though, it's a little bit propped open. That's one of the first things I actually have like a little bit, maybe not an issue, but I don't really like about the Herbalizer is you have to fit this this whip in the Herbalizer perfectly before you close it. There we go. It worked that time, as you can see. So now it's worked. But sometimes it's a little tricky to fit it in. You have to like wrap around and tuck it under and everything. But when you open it up, you have the main screen here with the messages. You have the Aromatherapy setting on the left. This is the Aromatherapy button. This is the Vapor Therapy button. And this is the fan button, which you can push twice. First time for the lower fan setting, and then if you push it again, that's the higher fan setting. And then right here is your chamber where you are going to put your herbs and or essential oils in. And you just simply throw them in here, you know, like that. And what you do is, what I do is I take, I actually just keep this bag full of herbs from tea, and I just rip them open and put them in this bag of the herbs. So if I take like a specific tea, I can just rip open that bag, like, you know, rip that open, and take those herbs and throw them in this chamber here. And let me just throw some in there real quickly. To show you an example, and then there we go. So I just throw them in there like that, and as the herbs are in there, hope it doesn't fall out, you can see that those herbs are in there. And then what you do is you just put the top on like this, screw it on like that, kind of blow everything off, and then you just put it in here, and this is actually magnetic. So as you can see, kind of pulling its way in, and it's magnetic, and it locks right into place. And then what you're going to do is, if you're using the whip, you plug it in here, and then you're going to hit the Vapor Therapy button. Now what's going to happen after you hit the Vapor Therapy button is you're going to see the temperature. And as you can see here, right now, right now you can see, if I hit the Vapor Therapy button, it's intense, 392. So blue all the way to the left is the cooler temperature. I'm dizzy, put me on a level surface, that's funny. Basically this is the temperature gauge right here. To go cooler is the left, hotter is right. And you can just change the temperature of your vapor. The cooler your vapor, the less compounds are activated, generally speaking. The hotter you go, the more intense the vapor, the more compounds are activated because there's more chemical reactions within the herb. So all you're going to do is hit this fan here, and then the vapor is going to come out of here. And you just breathe that in like a hookah. And it's, you know, just breathe it in deep into your hookah. And yeah. It's not rocket science, it's pretty easy. And the cool thing is you can use that. This is the whip, and I'm going to wrap this back up in here real quick, show you how that works. Or you can use the balloon, which you just throw on here, do the same thing, hit the fan button, and then what happens is that this balloon, you just let it be, and it blows it up. And then once you blow it up, I'll just stop it right there just to show you. Once you blow it up, what you do is you just pull it off, and then you can see right there, you just squeeze this way and then breathe in. Like so. And then you can kind of like fold this up, put it, you know, back in whatever. So you get, this is once again kind of a little bit of a hassle. I don't really like how this is. You have to like do this perfectly because I'm not one of those people that perfectly folds things or whatever. But that's one thing I don't really like about it. What I love about it is that the vapor therapy function, I mean, you can go from 290 to 445 degrees Fahrenheit, just like that. I mean, it's so fast. The temperature changes so quickly, and you are immediately changing the intensity of the herbs or compounds that you are vaporizing. So if you want to vaporize an essential oil, if you want to do a dry powder, you put the dry powder in here. If you want to do an essential oil, like this is lemon oil from doTERRA, for example, you just drop the oils on top of the herb. You don't want to just put the oils in here because it'll just fall right through, but you want to have like some sort of dried powder herb. Drop the oils on here, like, you know, with this open, obviously, and then those essential oils will be sitting on top of the herbs, and then when the vapor pushes that heat through, it'll push it through and vaporize it into the balloon. So you can do essential oils that way, or you can just throw, if you have waxes, you can put waxes in here. So you can do powdered herbs, waxes, or like essential oils, which is great. So the vaporizing functionality of it is stellar. I mean, it's top notch, best in the market right now. Other vaporizers like the Volcano and others really don't even compare to this as far as the technology is concerned. This was engineered by NASA scientists, and the temperature changes and the how clean the vapor is second to none, really. The only things I really don't like about it, honestly, like I said once again, is this thing right here. You have to fit it in perfectly, which is a little bit of a hassle. And it's not a huge deal, and you know, you just gotta kind of learn how to do it. And you know, like for example, you have to like tuck this under here and tuck this under there, and then make sure it's not coming out in any way, so you can close the top. The other function on it is the aromatherapy function. Now if I hit this button here, change to aromatherapy, and right now it says 20 minutes on the screen. You can't see that, but I can go 19, 18, 17 minutes, or you know, on the other end 22, 25, 27, 20, 34 minutes. And you can set the timer, and then what you do is when you put your whoops, it already started when I did that. What you do is you pull this out, and this little thing right here, you put your essential oils in there. It's like a little metal thing. You just drop your essential oils on there. You know, once again, if it's lemon, if you want to do that, you put 2 drops on here or so, and then you stick that in here, right there, and then you fold it up, close that top, and then this is also the hidden compartment. It's kind of cool. You can like hide stuff in here, and we all know what we're gonna hide in there. So you close that, and then what happens is when this top is, you know, lifted like this, once you close it fully, what happens is and see it once again, it's not folding, it's not closing fully because of that whip, because I do not know how to fold it for the life of me apparently. But once you close it, the essential oil comes out of this little area here, this little fan, because this thing, the oil's on this thing, and then this is just a cover for it. So one of the things I don't like actually is, I think the Herbalizer is the best vaporizer on the market. I don't like that this whip right here is, you have to fold it up. I mean, I'm just probably I'll probably just take it out and like hang it over something, or I don't know, whatever, or just throw it in my drawer, because it's definitely a hassle for me, even though this is where it's supposed to be. So I think that could be designed a little bit better. And then the other thing is the aromatherapy function. Honestly, it really does not work that well at all. I think the fan is kind of, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if it's the fan that doesn't work that well for the aromatherapy function, or it's because it's just you're putting it on like this little metal pad. I have aromatherapy diffusers. I have 2 aromatherapy diffusers in my home, and you put water and the essential oil in there, and it puts out a vapor steam that you can see. With here, it feels like it's barely putting anything out, and you really can't smell it that well. So I recommend for aromatherapy an aromatherapy diffuser, and I wish that function wasn't in here, because I feel like, you know, you're paying for a little bit of that. And I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest, if you're buying it for the aromatherapy and vapor therapy options. But for the vapor therapy, it's the best quality vapor, cleanest vapor you can get, with the best range of temperature and the quickest moving temperature range, you know, like instantaneously. And the balloon and the whip are nice, and then just the design is nice. It's small. It's not, you know, the Volcano's huge and clunky. This, you know, beyond this little thing, which I can just pull out, I guess, closing it up like this. Oops, actually, let me go back to vapor therapy. You want to have it on vapor therapy when you close it, otherwise it'll go to aromatherapy. if you leave it on aromatherapy. And then what happens is on aromatherapy, once you have an aromatherapy and set it for 20 minutes, after 20 minutes it just shuts off automatically, which is pretty cool and pretty nice. It'd be cool if it had like a remote control and you could turn on the aromatherapy and the aromatherapy worked better. But so the biggest plus sides are temperature, clean vapor, instant, balloon whip, just like most vaporizers. So you have all the functionality and you can do what you want. You can do powder, wax, or liquids in here. You just have to do it the way they recommend. And the engineering is great. The quality of the actual machine unit is great. Like I said, NASA scientists and engineers. And then the only thing I don't like is this whole whip thing. You have to tuck it in properly, which I'm not that great at. And the aromatherapy function really doesn't seem to work that well for me. It's just kind of the fan I don't think is strong enough, and you don't have enough like vapor to put out that scent, so you don't really experience it. That's why I have aromatherapy diffusers, because I use those all the time and put out different vapors with essential oils. So if you want to learn more about the vaporizer, there's some more information, kind of like insight and information about the vaporizer and vapor therapy and that kind of stuff. I will put that link right below this so you can check out the vaporizer and that information. I'll also link to essential oils that I use to both vaporize, because I vaporize a lot of essential oils directly into my lungs, like peppermint or lavender for relaxation, peppermint for kind of waking up, stuff like that. So I'll link up the Herbalizer below, the essential oils, and this is the review. I would say out of the vaporizers on the market, like I said, it's the best vaporizer on the market in my opinion. It's probably, I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. It would be 10 out of 10. It'd be amazing if the aromatherapy function worked well. I guess the cord thing isn't too big of a deal. It's probably just me, to be honest. But so check out the Herbalizer below to learn more or to grab your own Herbalizer, and the other links below. This is David from rockstarreviews.com. Hope you enjoyed this Herbalizer review, and if it works for you, cool. If not, I hope you find a vaporizer that does work for you. Have a great day. Bye.